welcome to the No Bullshit Nail Club Wisdom Wednesday. It's going to be a little bit different this week. I decided that I wanted to talk a little bit more in depth about something that I feel quite strongly about, that I see all the time, I get questions about all the time, and so I wanted to do a bit more of a video, and I will post it to my YouTube so you guys can watch it again. If you feel very strongly about the subject, or if you have any input at all, do feel free to leave it in the comments. I will try to reply to as many people as I can. You're also free to message me directly on Instagram, which is LisaJane_nails_training. How to remember that? Okay, let's get into it. So the title of the video is a little bit misleading. Okay. Do I think you should never ask to be a brand promoter or ambassador? No, I don't think that at all. In fact, there are loads of benefits to working alongside a brand, especially one that you love, that you trust, and that you really, really enjoy. But there are downfalls to it as well. There are pitfalls, and there are basically just reasons to absolutely not. So I just wanted to cover them and go through them a little bit. Essentially, I just kind of want to put out there my thoughts and my experiences in the industry around promoters and ambassadors, around misconceptions about it too. So if you have, like I said, any thoughts, just get in touch. Okay, where do I start? All right, so essentially what I'm getting at is trying to figure out what drives people to want to be an ambassador or a promoter or part of a behind the scenes team for a nail brand. I've been part of ambassador and promoter teams for different brands over the years, and they've all been brands that I really love, I use regularly, I trust, and I'm basically promoting anyway. This is the crux of my issue with it. Since being with the current brand that I'm with, and I've been with them for 4.5 years as an ambassador, educator, and whatever else I do, I see people all the time asking to be part of the team, and sometimes people have never even used the brand. Now, it really makes me wonder what the misconception about being part of a promoter or ambassador team is. Do you think that it's a paid role? Do you think that being part of a brand will boost your social media following? Do you think that it will give you kudos in the nail industry? What is that about? I guess before I joined the first brand as an ambassador, that I just really, really loved it, and I wanted to be able to put that little badge on my social media posts that I created with their products. The first brand I was ever an ambassador with was actually a glitter brand. A loose glitter, and I loved their glitters. If anybody knows me, you'll know that I'm a bit of a magpie. Loved their glitter mixes. It was very early on in like the sort of cosmetics glitter, nail glitter kind of company days. There's loads and loads of them now, and I really wanted to go, oh my god, look at these, and then put a little badge on, and I work for the company but don't kind of work for them. So that was my drive behind it, just because I was excited by the products. But being a nail tech, you really base your whole business on how good your products are, and you could be the greatest nail tech in the world, but if you're using really poor quality products, or products that don't necessarily work for you, you're risking your clientele base, you're risking your whole job. So why would you then ask to be part of a team for a brand you've never tried? Okay, so that's number one. What do people think it's going to give their business? So I mentioned followers and the boost of followers, and I have seen big brands, really big nail brands, get a new ambassador, and all of a sudden that new ambassador's following on Instagram perhaps goes up by 10,000. Now, this may be real numbers, they may be bought followers, I'm not saying one way or the other, but those 10,000 followers are not your clients. They're not nail clients. They're not bringing money into your salon, your cabin, your home, wherever you work from. They may be people that love the brand, but they're likely to be other nail techs, they're likely to be nail enthusiasts, they're not likely to be people that have heard of the brand and are just really happy for you. Now, I don't begrudge anybody getting extra followers this way, but what does that bring to your business? It's really interesting just to see those boosts in numbers. Personally, I've only seen it with very specific brands where overnight they gain a very specific amount of thousands of followers. I'm saying nothing about that. You draw your own conclusions. So there you go. Being an ambassador or a promoter is actually quite a lot of work in terms of we don't get paid for this, so, or the brands that I have been part of or that actually I know about, they're not paying, you're not getting like minimum wage, you're not getting invoice, you're not an employee. It may be that you get discounts on products, it may be that you get a voucher for products every month, it might be that you get new things to try before other people. If you sign up to an affiliate program, that means that you will likely get a percentage when people use your code. Now, most brands don't do this. This is usually offered out for people with massive following. So if you have a following of 150,000, they may give you an affiliate code because in their view, losing that percentage to pay you to gain 150,000 new pairs of eyes is probably worth it. Giving an affiliate code to a new ambassador or promoter that maybe has 600 followers is probably not worth it. So even though your 600 followers might be more likely to buy than 150,000 from a big celebrity, you know, it's a business decision. Going back to the work that we do as promoters or ambassadors, be ready to do lives, demos, use the products, continually talk about the products, tag the brand in your social posts, even sometimes doing shows or going to events on their behalf as well, doing videos, all kinds of stuff. It is a great privilege and a real honour to do this stuff for a brand you really love, and I wouldn't discourage somebody from doing it, but don't think it is for nothing. Really what I'm getting at is if you're already doing that for a brand that you use, if you're already tagging them, posting with their stuff and shouting about them from the rooftops, an ambassador or a promoter role is definitely for you. If you're doing it for the kudos, the followers and money, which you're not going to get, it's definitely not for you either. The other thing you really need to think about is whether the morals and the business ethics of the company that you want to be part of, do they align with yours as a person and as a nail tech? If the answer is yes, then crack on. There have been brands in the past that have asked me to be an ambassador for them, that I have maybe used 1 or 2 products of theirs, but actually I didn't like the way the business was run. There were things about it that didn't sit well with me, so I turned them down. Because are you happy? Would you be proud to have your name, your business associated with a particular brand? And if the answer is no, or you're unsure, then definitely no affiliation. Also, it's one of those kind of things that you need to be willing to give more than you get. So it's almost like a position of appreciation. You love the brand, you love the product, and you are really invested in that company continuing to offer brands, branded products, gels, acrylics, tools, e-file bits, whatever it is that brand sell, and you want to be part of that growth journey. If that's what you want, it is such a great position, great job. It's also really important, I think, if you get asked to become a brand promoter or ambassador, that you get an outline of what's expected of you. So most brands will do this. They usually have private chats for the promoter team, the ambassador team, there should be an outline of what's expected. Some brands will just want you to use the products, tag them in stuff, put a little badge on, a little label, watermark or whatever. Some brands will expect you to do a live on their group every week at a set time. Some brands will expect you to showcase their work in a very specific way. Some brands will want very specific output. So getting an idea of what's actually expected of you will really alleviate any sort of guesswork and take that out of it. You'll also need to know if you can promote other products or even mention other products. So some brands will want you to solely use their products, and if you promote for other people, that will not be a great thing. Some brands are happy for you to promote them and other products, maybe separately, maybe together, whatever they like. It might be that if you work with an e-file brand, they don't care what gel you use or what acrylic because they don't sell it. Whereas if that brand suddenly started selling gel polish, perhaps they would want you to then promote their gel polish. So it would be interesting and important if you were looking to become an ambassador or promoter to make sure you know where the line is. So in conclusion, I'm not trying to put anybody off of the role of an ambassador or promoter. Think about your motivations and what's driving you to really want to become an ambassador or a promoter for a particular brand. Do you feel aligned with the brand? Do they celebrate your work already as much as you celebrate their work? Do you feel supported already in their support network? Do you feel like it's the sort of place that you can add value to as much as they could add value to you? And just really think about, do you have the time to commit to promoting unpaid for a company already? So this is, and I will always say it, promoters and ambassadors should already be doing the job really before they're asked to do the job. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. So this is my Wisdom Wednesday. It's an insight and it's a bit of a think about it before you want to do it, before you jump in. And don't message brands asking if you can be an ambassador without ever using anything of theirs, because that blows my mind. Anyway, hope you have a really good week, and I hope your Wednesday is as humpy as hump days get, really. And I'll catch you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.